we live?
Oh,
Yeah, we are.
I didn't even have to change the key.
Sorry, this is a lie. That's okay. That's easy to update. Let me get that going real quick. It's there's the game. Why is there an American Truck Simulator 2018 in there? Okay. All right, that should be better. There's the game. Why is there? All right, audio is working, video is working. I think we are good. So let me run back into the game here. And welcome. It's been a little bit since we have done American Truck Simulator. I've been playing a lot of it in virtual reality, kind of soloing it, and more recently I ran through the Cruising Colorado event. I was too excited to wait, so we went through, got through all 13 cities, and got our bling for our truck. I forget what it even was. I think I already unlocked it. I think it was something that goes in the interior. Um, we'll figure that out. Maybe I can put it in one of the trucks. So we're gonna hang out in Colorado today. We might go to neighboring states, but I was just gonna hang out in the state because I love it so much, and I might be a little bit biased because I may or may not also live in that state. So I have some criticisms of it, some mild criticisms, but overall, it I think is the best DLC that SES software has come out yet with American Truck. I mean, the quality is just they've done a great job um, portraying the elevation changes up across I-70 and like the $1 Million Highway was done pretty well too. So we'll see how much of this we'll get into today. I mean, it's a lot to go through, so we probably won't get through all of it tonight, but um, we're just gonna have fun. And of course, the other thing we're doing tonight is checking out the newly released Freightliner Cascadia, which came out I think 2 days ago. I think it was 2 days, or maybe one just yesterday. I forget. It's been a busy week. um, what else is new? So you can already see I've been playing with one here configured. I've got it configured out with like the just full blown Aero X package, which you might see it quite commonly like on the U.S. highways in real life. By the way, this is like my favorite truck of all time, and I've been waiting for years for this to show up in the game. So I am super stoked that it's finally here and we can play it. There was a decent mod that was out there for a while. I know. I think it was. Oh gosh, who was it? That was. I think it was Gallum who was supporting that mod and doing a great job supporting it. Took the model and kept it alive through the new editions or new versions of American Truck and all of its features that were getting added in that were breaking the mod, and even added some features too. And it was great, and I had fun playing with it. But the model, even the author of the mod, or not the author, but the mod that was keeping the author's mod alive was saying, yeah, the model isn't super great. So it's good to see like just an SES integrated legit model for American Truck Simulator. And I've been waiting for years for this, so it's finally here. Super excited. Reach Farm came out super fast with amazing Cummins X15 and Detroit Diesel DD13, DD15 engine sounds, which of course we're going to feature tonight. I might build a couple of these trucks and we'll drive them. I'm not sure which one we're going to start with first, but I figured we could do one with like a flatbed setup and then one maybe with a maybe we won't even build a second one. Maybe we'll just drive this one, which is a Detroit setup, Detroit Diesel. And there are, I already have modded sounds in the game for both of those from Creech Bomb, as I said, the master of sounds, as we like to call him. Um, the stock sounds aren't bad. They're probably the best that SES has done so far for these games, but I can't use those over the Master of Sounds sound mods. I gotta use these. So, all right. I think I'm going to go ahead and maybe we'll do a couple runs with this one first, and then we'll go check out the Cummins. I have not tried that sound yet, but I've seen videos and it looks awesome. So what we're running in this guy, let's see if I can pull up the specs. Can I do it through the diagnostics maybe? So we have a 600 horsepower Detroit diesel. I think it's Detroit diesel, or is this the one with the X15? We could take it to a shop and find out. Let's see, we got a shop nearby. Yes, we'll go over there and check it out. I forget what I have configured on here. It sounds like the Detroit, which is also a sound I've been waiting for ages for this game. This thing is this is awesome. Oh yeah, that's the Detroit. Detroit diesel. Yours truly from Detroit, Michigan. Got air brake sounds. Oh yeah, Kriechbaum also put in proper sounds for truck air brakes. I don't know if that's from if those are his. Did I do that right? Or if these are the sound fixes pack air brake sounds. Oh no, these are his. Okay, awesome. All right, let's go take this over to the dealership that's down the street, which is not a Freightliner dealership. The Freightliner dealership, by the way, is in Fort Collins, or Colorado, for those of you who are using the Colorado DLC. Not sure where all else it is. I'm not good at knowing where all the new dealers are. I just kind of guess. And then when I find one, I just teleport to it.
Turn left.
Alright. I think I got, this is an automatic, of course. We'll probably be doing a manual tonight. I've got the wheel cam up, so we'll be doing some shifting in one of the trucks we configure. This one's going to be our Fleet Queen configuration, so you know, your typical fuel savings configuration, automatic, all the aerodynamics goodies. So it's got the aero covers over the wheels, and actually these are also mod wheels. These are Smarties Alcoas, so I don't think they fit the Aero X package wheel covers perfectly, so they look kind of funny. But we're gonna roll with it. Roll. Yeah, so this is the Detroit DD16. I think I'm going to change this to use the integrated solution, because that's something that we would probably see in a Fleet Queen. I was just checking out the most powerful engine in there to see what it would be like. We're going to go with the larger displacement engine, I think. Integrated Detroit powertrain. Looks like we have a spammer in the chat. That's great. But we'll carry on. So we're going to go with the integrated powertrain, which puts us with one of the Detroit diesel. Is it not going to... Oh, can I choose something other than that, though, too? I guess I can. I thought with the integrated Detroit powertrain, and this is something I don't know too much about, actually, but this is like a Detroit diesel thing where you couple a Detroit diesel engine. Okay, so we're going to use the DD15 coupled with a DT12 Detroit transmission, and it's supposed to be super efficient and safe if we actually had radar cruise and all that stuff integrated, maybe someday. But we're making this realistic, so we've got the integrated powertrain there. And then I already configured all of this. We'll go through this whenever I build the next truck. Can we change the inside of this? All right. Yes, I also have the new expansions for stuff that we could put in the cab. We'll check that out later too. That just came out today, I think. That's when I bought it, right? Yeah, so we'll go through this later. We're just gonna jump right into it. With the integrated Detroit diesel solution. So I guess now is a good time to go through the other stuff we're running mod-wise. I'm using Grimes's late autumn, mild winter pack. Since we're in December now, we're going to run some mild winter weather graphics with vegetation that looks very winter-like, of course. Very nice, very winter-like. I'm also running Reshade. I just got it installed, and I can't use this in VR, so we're using it in non-VR. And I guess I could show the pop-up here. Oh, now it's going to show. It's going to start playing the radio. I forgot I also have that on here. That's annoying. How do I can stop it here, right? Stop. There's my radio stations, by the way. I haven't updated them in a while. So we're running the Reshade. I just got it going, and I'm pretty sure it's working because it's kind of bright in the menu. Seems to be working pretty well. It seems kind of dim still. It's just kind of how this mod is. But I guess winter kind of does feel a little bit like that. Alright, last thing I'm going to do is get track R going, because I did not get that going where I started. This should catch it, though. The wizard actually should catch it. And there it is. Okay. And we're actually going to change this. Oh yeah, I already have it in. There you go, economy mode. Perfect. That's what they would force fleet drivers to use. Let's grab. Let's see here. I want to grab just a contract, maybe. Yeah, go pick up a trailer. See if I can find one. You know what? Maybe we're just gonna grab our van. See, that's all. It's going all the way down to Santa Fe, which isn't a bad thing. I'd like to go across 70. That's like my favorite drive. I was really hoping to see. Yeah, I'm not seeing it here. Let's go grab our trailer, because the trailer is just gonna... It's gonna make the deal. Where is this sitting? Relocate. Where is it sitting? No, it's there. Okay. Let's configure this guy to also be using the wheel covers. Yeah, I got the Alcos going back here, so this might look kind of funny, actually. Yeah, Aero X, there we go. Also, these are... What did I have this selected as? Polished? Yeah, polished is what I want. I want the Aero... Not SRT, AER. 2. 1, Aero 2. Oh, Chrome. Aero 2 Chrome. Oh, look at that. That'll work. Just to complete the set, you know? Then we have Aero Side Skirt. I think we'll just go with the painted side skirt. It looks kind of weird. This is also a trailer mod, by the way. The Utility 3000R reefer. Fleet configuration, of course. Alright. This one's ready for service. Alright, it's back at the garage, so we'll drive over there and hook up and then see what we can get. Yep, so I'm running a wheel and tire mod as well. We got some, I think, we got some Michelins, that's right on the back side here. I think I actually have a Goodyear tire on the steers. So they don't exactly match. But they'll work. I'm pushing in the clutch, but it's an automatic. That's alright. Right. Let the air out. Now we're making the sound of a manual. It almost sounds like manual gear. Change or a manual shifter changing gears. Maybe the automatics make that sound too. No, they definitely don't make the splitter sound change. I know what mod's doing that too, which that's fine. Just adds more ambiance. My force feedback is dead. That's weird. I'll try to reset that when we get over here. Shifting is a little aggressive for an economy mode too. But no matter. Alright, let's get turned around here. Then we'll back up under our trailer. Let's see how this looks out here. I do like how they've done the integrated signals into the DRLs. I think in reality, when the signal is active, and this is true for a lot of cars that do this too, the DRL will be disabled entirely on that side, but they just kind of like overlaid the signal with the DRL because I think that's like really a limitation of the game. So it's like what I can get. It still looks pretty good. Alright, we're hooked up. Let's do a tug test. Looks good. We are hooked up. Now we're hooked in. We gotta hook up the lines, pull up the landing gear. Let's do a light test. Look around this UT. Oh yeah. The 2019 Freightliner Cascadia, an American truck sim. That's pretty good with this trailer. Nice shiny trailer. I think the reshade is messing with the chrome a little bit. Not in a bad way, but it's changing how it looks from stock. Because everything looks super shiny right now. Very nice. Very nice. Cool. It's nice to have the DRLs, because then that means you don't have to drive with headlights. Although I would still say as a company driver, you probably still would almost always drive with lights on, so. It depends on the company. So we got stuff going out east to Lamar, which I actually haven't done very often, but kind of want to take the drive west to Grand Junction. Just take that stretch of 70. I'd be okay doing that both directions, honestly. I think that'd be good for a truck like this, you know, cruising the highways. That's kind of its job. So let's see, we want to do, these are both literally the same thing. That's fine. Grand Junction. Take some paper, why not? We'll take it in the reefer, that's fine. A reefer is versatile. It can also serve as a dry van. Although typically it wouldn't really, but it's still possible. Nothing wrong with that. Alright. Just took a little bit for that to load for some reason. I'm gonna check real quick on a stream thing, hang tight. Yeah, looks good. Alright. Alright, let's go get our trailer now that we're like 20 minutes into this thing. Alright, push in. Brakes. We're off. Oh, my force feedback's back. That's nice. I forgot about that. I thought I would have to re-init something, but the game did it for me. Alright, our trailer's kinda long. So I am gonna just take a left, even though the GPS wants me to go right. We'll just go around this way. Go get our paper.
Turn left.
That guy is gonna let me go, I guess. They're all gonna. Oh, you're taking me out. Oh, I love when they do that. Thanks, AI. You're gonna let me go? Love that Detroit sound. I mean, this is really just a Mercedes-Benz engine. Creech Bomb, I think, actually recorded a truck he drives in real life over in Europe, and they basically sound the same, so... that's right, this thing's a pain in the butt. This yard is just... kind of difficult. Oh, my force feedback is being weird still. Let me try unplugging this thing and plugging it back in. Let's see if this resets anything. Okay, that seems better. Alright, let's swing around. Oh man. This is not easy when you've got a full-size truck. I remember doing this last night. This yard is not super friendly, and it's actually quite realistic. You'd see stuff like this happening in real life. Tight yards, pain in the butt parking. Let's get a sound of that Detroit while we're maneuvering here. Alright, let's see if we can get this in one shot. Backing up like UPS does. Honk first. Take it nice and slow. I don't have quite the angle like I had to deal with last night. They put me in one of these other slots back here between those two trailers, actually. That was a pain in the butt. But this is pretty straightforward. Nice and easy, nice and wide open space here. It was just turning around that was a pain. Don't know why they're putting me back here to load paper in, but that's where they want us. That's where we'll go. I didn't quite. Come on. Put this where I wanted to. It's fine. Good enough. We're out of the way. The windows up again. This is kind of a funky spot. Let's get loaded. Oh, got a little cloudy. All right. That's fine. We can drive on a cloudy day. Let's hear this thing start up again. Oh, beautiful. This also, they put a train horn on here for the air horn. I don't know if that's really that's definitely not the factory air horn. I kind of like the air horn that they had on the other truck, the Western Star. The city horn's on par. We're gonna run with some. We'll put the marker lights on. It's a little dark with the clouds. And that looks pretty badass. I like it. It's so cool to have the Cascadia in game. Alright, so we're going to do our first run on stream in Colorado through Denver, going up 25, cut through Denver, and head on over 70. We'll pass through Eisenhower Tunnel. We'll be going down a mountain pass on the other side, and we'll see if my tweaked engine brakes feel more realistic. Then we'll go all the way into Grand Junction. And we'll see where we go from there. Maybe we'll pick up build another Cascadia at that point, depending on how long this takes. Here we go. We'll see how the 400 horsepower does as well. I just really wanted to see what it was like to have the integrated powertrain. Maybe that's why it's revving higher even in economy mode. I didn't use this transmission yet, so I would have expected it to be shifting earlier there, even in the first couple of gears. Brakes are really touchy. Holy cow. These brakes are really touchy. What do I got for... Brake intensity is at default? Okay. I'll leave it. Hey, we're taking it a little wide. That's alright.
And then continue straight on.
Alright.
Go straight on.
Leaving Colorado Springs, I gotta say, they did a darn good job for the scale of the map. The buildings, the skyline in Colorado Springs is actually fairly accurate. So it's pretty impressive. They also managed to put in Garden of the Gods. You can see that if you exit, I think, the street south of here, you can go through Colorado Springs, Garden of the Gods. Maybe we'll do that another time, but we got a job right now, and it's really hard to maneuver a truck with a trailer through there. Alright, let's give it the beans and see how it pulls with the 400 horsepower, which isn't that much really, and the integrated drivetrain. Let's see how it does. It's shifting early now. It's the one thing I've noticed that I don't really like that it does sometimes. Is this guy gonna... Yeah, see, if the AI were smarter, they would get in the left lane in that case. But yeah, this is kind of the thing here. See where it's, it seems like it's getting even darker out. Maybe I'll put my headlights on too. We're skipping every other gear, even up to 12th like that. That should have gone to 11th, honestly. That's too much. It should be going every other gear after like 7th. Or every gear. That's alright. Alright, let's set the cruise at 65. And now it doesn't want to upshift. Okay, we're going up a bit of a hill here. There it goes. 1200 RPMs, 65 miles an hour. Yeah, it seems like it could sip fuel pretty well. Let's see what kind of fuel economy we get. I mean, I was burning some in the yard. We're already up to 5. You know what, actually, I don't know if that's reset from... We'll do highway miles. We'll cheat a little bit. I think that was from me driving it last night. We're gonna engine brake a little bit down to 60. Go. Oh, it also goes down to 55 up here. Let's do that. Apparently there's a railroad crossing around here. Forget where it is. Oh, there it is. Just saw it out of the corner of my eye. Yeah, the nose mirrors. I just changed the mirror field of view mod that I was using before I started the stream. The nose mirrors look a little off now. Might have to change that back. But we're trucking through Denver now. It's not a very long distance between Colorado Springs and Denver. I mean, that took like, what, 20 seconds? It's just the way the scale of the map works. In reality, that drive takes me like an hour pretty much.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Right. Keep right, X right, but we're going to stay to the left. Okay, a little too much braking. It's alright, though. Look at that. On the highway, we were pushing well over 10 miles per gallon there. So we'll see how good this thing does heading up into the mountains here. I'm feeling like we're gonna have some trouble. Wow, this thing has... These brakes are ridiculously strong. I don't know what's going on there. How heavy is our load? Let's see. 29,000? Okay, that's a... yeah, it's a medium-sized load. Ends. It's definitely holding the gears longer than I would expect. I wonder what's going on. We might have to check that out as well. I think though with our next one, our next truck, we'll grab a something got pulled over there. Alright, let's see how this thing does to the floor. But I think our next Cascadia I'm going to build up, and maybe, yeah, we'll stick to a manual transmission for that one. I guess this isn't much of an incline. It's not doing bad at all. I have to pass up these guys. Pardon me. Unexpectedly fast truck coming through. Whoa! Whoa, it's a good thing I had good brakes there. Holy cow. That's not what I would expect that truck to be doing. Just stopped in the middle of the road. Welcome to American Truck AI. Alright, let's see how this thing pulls. Engine's a little loud up here. Up in the range there. Yeah, I'm thinking for the next truck that I configure on stream here, we're gonna check out the new Cummins X15 sound and give ourselves a 13-speed transmission. This is more like what I'd expect. And we're still doing pretty darn good, though. I mean, we're doing almost 50 mile an hour up that entire hill. Coming the other way on 70 is pretty hard, though, actually. See, jumping from 10th to 12th is just too much. It shouldn't be doing that. Well, hint it to 11. And now we're just tanking into fuel economy. We did kind of get screwed at the foot of that hill, though. Right, truck brake check. We're going to skip that for now. Because there's no consequences of skipping it in game. I don't know if that's mandatory or not, actually, in real life. It might just be there for companies that require it, or if you're smart enough to stop and check your brakes. Because on the other end of Eisenhower Tunnel here, there is a 35 mile an hour truck speed limit and a significant grade. Already dropped down to 50. I guess it's 50 through the tunnel. There's some interesting regulations in real life at this tunnel as well. Like you cannot, generally you can't pull hazmat through it. So you have to go around, take the mountain pass. We're gonna hit the Jakes now, actually. Throw our hazards on. Truck speed limit 35. And this is even too, not enough of a, slope, really, to need the Jakes. There we go. Now we're building up in speed. I only need first stage. Only need stage 1 brakes. Oh, maybe stage 2 now. Yeah, now I'm feeling the Jake's effectiveness. This should be good. Just gonna take it steady down the hill. It's holding in Jake stage 2. Alright, cut it down to stage 1, we're slowing down. Oh, we got more of a slope here now. Back to 2. And this is a pretty medium-sized load. So if I were pulling something like that's closer to the 80,000 pounds, you might see in a fully loaded truck, I might be needing to pump the brakes a little bit. This is pretty easy. Pretty easy. Coming down the hill here. So we don't need to take the truck ramp today. Maybe some other day. But we're doing good. We're not burning up the brakes because we're not even touching them. Finally, we can actually do some real mountain trucking, you know, with the slowing down, put the Jakes on. It's not something that we've really been able to do on the stock map yet. I've heard the Sierra Nevada map mod has kind of added challenges for that. Alright, that's the end of our descent here. Sierra Nevada, apparently, there are some mountain passes you gotta worry about that are kind of like that. Adds some challenge. Alright, Chuck, I don't like how you go from 10th to 12th like that, but I know Gallum also has a drivetrain revision for all the trucks pretty much. He has one for Packer, Daimler, so it covers pretty much Western Star Freightliner, Peterbilt, Kenworth, and what else is there? Everything but Mack, I guess. There's also a Mack drivetrain revision mod, and Volvo. Mack and Volvo are kind of paired. Let's see if we can kind of recover a little bit in our fuel economy. You'd probably benefit from the aero kit on the flatter states. Like maybe California in some places. I know it can be mountainous as well. But when we start heading to the east, even more into the plains, we might actually see quite some benefits sipping fuel from these Fleet Queen trucks. It's kind of foggy too, isn't it? Seems like the weather isn't that great. I could reset it. I was mostly curious to see how it would shift over time. But this DLC is definitely, this map is just so awesome. Put the cruise on here. A bit of a hill here. Kind of snuck up. Gonna slow down a little bit for this turn here. This is definitely I wish the weather were a little sunnier. Maybe we'll come back the other way and we'll turn up the weather. Or turn, you know, make it better. Because this is a pretty cool drive. It's a really pretty drive, really. But it is winter, and things are gloomier in winter, so it's realistic. Oh, what's going on here? AI who are too dumb to know how to merge. Yep. Unfortunately, that's all over the map. Still a problem. It looks like we're gonna be barely above 6 miles per gallon. Yeah, Colorado does not do wonders for fuel economy, that's for sure. Alright, we're pretty much in Grand Junction. Let's go drop off our paper.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right. Keep left. Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Another one of those diamond exchange intersections. They're always kind of weird. Cannot see.
Go straight on. Keep left, and then turn left.
I've been to this Walbert before.
Turn left.
Very gray today. Maybe that'll change by the time we unload. The train crossing back there. I think that one's bugged. If I remember correctly, the train disappears while it's going through the crossing. It's no good. Okay, so we're not going to Home Depot. We're gonna drive right through the heart of it and go to Walmart. Walbert. Home store in Walbert. That's funny. I should have taken that road back there behind the hedges. Didn't think about that. Just blindly follow the GPS.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
That's alright. That is quite fine.
Have arrived at your destination.
Alright, where do they want us? Where do you need it? Right there? That sounds more fun than going straight ahead and stopping. Alright. Just need to find a way to get in there without running over everything. There's another Cascadia. Nice. Honk for safety. This one does not have a backup beeper. Almost have this in one shot. I might be able to recover. Let's see. Not quite. Just gonna scooch over a little bit. Pretty much in line with this. Again, we're straight ahead. I think. Almost. Alright. Straight for the hold. That should work. They can work with this. Waiting for it to tap. There we go. Tap the door. We're in. Alright, what are we in with? 6.3. Yeah. Yep, Colorado is not truck friendly. Fuel economy friendly. It's not really truck friendly either. Look at that. Right in the middle. That's some beautiful parking right there, if I do say so myself. Let's get unloaded. See if the weather changes. Maybe jump to another truck at this point. I'm feeling like making like a mid-roof. Yeah, it's still cloudy. So this was like a, we're just gonna set the weather. Let's try that one. There we go. A little bit brighter out, a little bit clearer. We'll just say the clouds rolled away. So this was like a kind of like a fleet config. You'd see a lot of the trucks that are pulling vans like this, van trailers. You'd see a lot of them with this aero kit across the U.S. But of course, you can always get like a flatbed setup that's not going to really be that aerodynamic. Especially since they don't want to rip the fairings off. So let's try that out. Let's build ourselves a second Cascadia. This is where we'll check out all the cool stuff. Apparently there's also a Freightliner. Here you go. There's a lot of them, actually. 3 of them in Utah, apparently. Is that what... maybe? Oh, maybe not. I don't know if all these question marks are freight. It wouldn't make sense if I'm just filtering. Okay, never mind. These are just a bunch of truck dealers. I know the one here in Grand Junction is not. So yeah, it's just a bunch of undiscovered dealers. That's fine. We will, actually, let's see, trailer manager. Let's just dismiss the trailer? We'll build the truck first and then decide what we want to do with it. I think we'll just put it back in, I'm trying to think if I want to do this. Let's store the trailer. Just gonna dismiss it. It's parked in the garage. Great. Okay. Now we're gonna go visit Fort Collins. Right. Let's see. Truck dealers, Freightliner, Fort Collins. We don't need to filter. There we go. Visit the dealer. Okay. Now I have some mounted trucks in here. Configurations. Let's just configure this thing from the ground up, all right? So, here you go. The Cascadia day cab. Maybe we'll set one of those up at some point. Maybe with an Allison transmission. Those things can fly pretty good. Driving through the city. So you got your day cab, you got your 48-inch sleeper, which I think I might go with for flatbedding. Then you've got a 72-inch extended, I guess that's what that is, sleeper. Then you have the fleet configuration, which gives you a little more headroom up here. That one looks kind of silly, honestly. I think I might do a more compact. Yeah, a little shorter base for flatbedding. Still gives us a bed. But this is probably something you'd see for a more regional or vocational application. We're gonna still give it the 6x4 so we can get in and out of construction sites. And of course, you have your associated chassis depending on the cab you select. You can choose one of the other ones as well. But we're stuck to medium for the cab that we have selected. They do have extended tanks here, it looks like. Oh yeah, there you go. So you can upgrade your fuel capacity. We're gonna stick with the. I think this one's fine. This one merely has another bar on it. No, I see why. I think. You have steps on this one. Okay. There's no step option on this side. Huh. That's really weird. Because you gotta go on this side then to climb up there. Set up your trailer. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Now here's the fun part, the engine. We've got only one mod filter in. And you know what engine we want. Oh, we have so many choices, holy cow. Let's go big. Go big or go home. We're gonna go with the 600 horse X15. We're going to pair that with a 13 speed Eaton. So you can see we're already pretty much good to go for heavy cargo now. I don't really think we need to... We're not doing super heavy, so we don't really need an 18 speed. For the lower end splits, I think we'll be fine with what we got here. Let's see. Elite will give us the tablet there, I think. Unless I can put one in here. No. I do need the Elite interior to give me the tablet there. And we're gonna go with the darker shade instead of the tan. Yeah, I like that. I kind of like that gray though too. I like the additional gauges though. We're gonna go with the Elite interior. Let's see. How about color? We got a lot of metallics in here. Orange, red, silver. Silver, slate. I think slate was what I have configured for the other truck. Ooh, that blue looks nice. Got red, which looks very, very red. I like that toned down orange a little bit. Maybe we'll do that for a flatbedder. It's like a construction vehicle. Midnight looks pretty cool though too. I like the metallic colors more than the gloss. Fawn looks okay. Kind of boring, I guess. It's kind of like tan. Just fine. Works. Cypress, which is a very light blue, and then we have our glossy paints. Oh, there's some custom ones as well. Do they have the hard truck paint? Oh, they do. Haha. I'm gonna save that for the K-Dub though. K-Dub's 900. We're gonna stick it. We're gonna stick with that truck for the paint because there's a story behind that. If you go read the blog. I don't know, I kind of like the orange. Let's keep building it. If we decide to change the color, we'll come back. I'm thinking we're going to want to keep the side skirts off of this for the application. So we're gonna stick with that. We only have two choices for mirrors. We have chrome or plastic. I think we're gonna go with plastic on this one. Because the Elite trim is the one that has all the silver stuff around it. We're gonna kind of go with like a blacked out kind of look on the front end this time. We're gonna put the nose mirrors on it. It's pretty standard. For the bumper, you can get with or without fog lights. There's the plastic, the paint, an aero variant. a paint arrow variant, and I think we had this on our fleet truck. Then we had this really nice chrome one, though. I like this one a lot. I think we're going to stick with this one, actually. Which means, you know what? You know, I mean, I think I might chrome it out a little bit. I don't know, maybe, you know what? Now, you know, I already drove with the chrome. There's just so many choices here, it's ridiculous. Let's go with the paint. Paint with the fog lights, yeah. But we're gonna keep off the arrow kit because we want some ground clearance. So we want to go with the paint and fog lights. Yeah, we don't want to have the arrow kit. We want that ground clearance for getting, like I said, the construction sites. Let's throw some Alcoas on here. We are going to use Smarties wheel pack. I really love these Alcoas that you can use. Let's see, we want Alcoas. Yeah, but let's use, maybe go for the polished. I like having some shine to my wheels. So let's set up the wheels first, and then we'll go through the accessories for them. There we go. Nice and shiny. Okay, let's get the, oh, that's weird. Why aren't... Those should be an option for here, no? Oh, there we go. Flange nuts, yep. We got the hub on there now too. Looks good. Yeah, see, they always, by default, it throws Goodyears on the front. So I'm gonna, you know what, maybe we'll do that, and then more Goodyears on the back. That should work. What we got here for an accessory? Oh wait, let's just do the wheels first. Getting ahead of myself. SCR hub. What's the aluminum hub? Oh, it's weird. Alright, same back here. Flange nuts and the SCR hub. Let's throw on some Goodyear tires. Alright, we got 3 choices. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Those look decent. These are two. These are kind of a. Those aren't bad, actually. These look like they. These look way too thin, actually. Those look like trailer tires. Let's pick the middle ones in terms of tread aggression or aggressiveness. I'm actually going to go back then to, let me enable these back. I'm going to throw the chrome tank on here. There we go. Yeah, it just matches up a little bit better than the aluminum. Especially if we're going to be showing it off like that. You could also do like a partial cover. Nah, I'm going to go uncovered. So we're not going for aero in this truck. I do also want to go with the DRLs though. There is this option, which you can actually custom order in real life, I think, if you really wanted them. These do not have DRL, and they don't look bad at all. But I'm going to go with kind of the more commonly found setup there, because I like having the DRLs. What else we got here? The handle, yep, we're not doing elite trim, we're doing standard trim. I need my beacons, right? There we go. Just in case we're carrying an oversize. Then the horn adapter, okay. Let's throw on some horns here, maybe. That looks kind of silly, actually. I take that back. We're going to keep it streamlined. I'll put on a sun shield on this truck. I don't think I had a sun shield on the fleet truck. Devani, sir, how you doing? We are finishing up our second truck to drive for tonight. We're going to be flatbedding. Did you really? Oh, that's... You had corona at 1% chance to live? That's not good. Well, glad you're here. Glad that you're better. Should I put a headache rack on this thing? Nah. Actually, on second thought, we're going to throw one on. It's better safe than sorry. Alright, so I haven't heard the sound of this X15 yet, but we're about ready to roll with it. It's going to sound great. Cell phone, I wonder if that shows a navigation screen or not. Right, so there's also the option to put drinks in the trucks now. And all kinds of accessories. So we got to put our coffee in our water. That's pretty funny. Oh yeah, there's also supposed to be like a blanket. Doesn't look very comfortable. Sleeping bag? Kiss me, I'm a trucker. These are really small pillows. Look at it. Doesn't look super comfy. Home sweet home. Truck, yeah. There we go. Perfect. That is our pillow. And we could put some kind of pennant on the back here if we really wanted to. Fishing, guitar, hockey stick, or a giant American flag. We're gonna put our side mirror on there. I almost forgot that. Apparently you can also put an air freshener on if you really wanted to. We got a new truck. This is gonna have a new truck smell. This is a really small cab, isn't it? There's like no room for a microwave or anything. That's okay. It's a regional truck. That's the idea. Do we have a CB? Nope, no radio. I think the tree was the Colorado thing. Tis the season, right? So we'll put that up. Let's see how this does. Right, we got our flatbed truck ready to go. Looks good. It's really good. Alright, purchase. And I want to drive my new truck. We will park the Fleet Queen over here. There's a nice cutscene while the map's loading. It's coming in. Alright, let's get our well, first of all, let's get our seat adjusted. It's a little too low. A little bit. There, that's better. Oh yeah, look, the phone does show the same thing as the GPS. I assume that was the case. That's funny. Okay. Now that we have the seat adjusted, let's get the mirrors set here. I usually like to have them set pretty wide. That. The hood mirror moved over. That's good. Well, that's okay. It was good to see you around, and I'm glad you're doing better. Feel free to stop by anytime. Oh, yeah. It's always fun whenever our devices need charged. It's just a part of life now. Wasn't really a thing not that long ago. Have a good one. Alright, we're gonna have to hear this thing start up here now though. And this is a manual, so actually I gotta set that up real quick. Controls. We're gonna go with H shifter. And it is an Eaton Fuller 13 speed. Nope, still got the windows going down. Cool. Alright. Let's start this puppy up. That is beautiful. It sounds really good. Alright, let's get this cell phone out of the cab though. Because I don't need 2 GPSs. No, unfortunately the game is not on console. It's only available for PC. It would need a pretty powerful console to run. Maybe someday they'll expand to console. I know they've been kind of talking about it, but right now it's just PC. Alright, let's see what we got. There's got to be something flatbedding out of here, out into the plains. You know what you can also do is some of this. We can definitely do some moving some sand around or something like that. Definitely can take a loader. Oh, that's a fun one actually too. I remember driving up into this quarry area. We could do that. That's too far. See, I don't want to go into New Mexico. I think we could. Oh, they got some loads for Lamar. Ooh, crawler tractor. This one would be fun. It's a pretty heavy load here. 55,000 pounds. Alright, we're doing this one. I always have fun with these. We're geared up for heavy cargo. You're about to set out for a heavy haul job. Review your current truck configuration to make sure it's up to the task. I think 600 horses will do it. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Yeah, you know, I think they would get a lot more people too if it were on console. The PS5 and the the Xbox One S or whatever it is, the new consoles, would have a much better chance of running a game like this. Maybe we'll see it hit the console soon. Or not soon, but someday. I don't think it's gonna be soon anyway. Alright. See you later. We're gonna listen to this Cummins a little bit here. This sounds awesome. Wonder if the horn's the same. Yep, still the train horn. Alright, let's see if I can keep my shifting in check. Ease off the clutch. This is a sweet sounding engine. Glad I saved the better for last. The Detroit is actually, I like its sound more of the older Detroit engines. And they're definitely not bad, but I always like a good Cummins engine sound. A lot of school buses run Cummins engines, smaller engines, but still same brand. Oh, right now a little bit. Sounds like the traffic has the same engine sound too. Not going to really experience any mountain climbing with this heavy load, which is probably for the best. Heading out east in Colorado, it's going to be a little bit flat. A little bit flatter, but we'll see different terrain, which will be kind of exciting. Look at all these Cascadias. That was a Volvo. There's another one, day cab. It'd be funny if they actually increased the spawn rate of the Cascadias in this game, because that's like real life. There are so many Cascadias on the road. Racing this guy. You get a speeding ticket if I'm not careful. 25. 35. Crossed that just in time. Starting to get some wind noise. Close the windows. Okay, we have another Devani in the chat. This is the iPhone version.
Go straight on.
Mini Whelps! Now handle it!
Oh, nice. Oh, I got too excited. I started speeding. Very nice. Thanks for the second follow.
Turn left.
Ooh, that's a good Jake. Sounds pretty good.
Get ready. Turn left. Turn left.
Oh, come on, gotta find the right gear there. There we go. I wanted me to turn into here. I could have just gone straight. Oh well. So we're gonna go find our tractor that we're gonna be delivering from this farm up here down to the southeast corner of Colorado, Lamar. We're gonna take a shortcut through. Do I want to go through here? one of these ways I could take a shortcut. Try this one. This looks like a straight cut. Oh yeah, there we go.
Reroute.
You know, we'll put our lights on for
Finding
safety. Because this is actually an oversized load. I don't have placards, or I wish they would allow you to put like a banner across your truck only when you need it. I don't want to drive around with one all the time, so we're just gonna do without the banner tonight. So we're gonna take this crawler tractor down south. Our beacon's on for this one. It's pretty oversized. Right. Locked in, locked and loaded. This one will be fun. How many axles is this? This is like, let's see, 5, 7, 9 axles. I've had more. This one will be fun trying to get through the city. Let's check our route here. There's really only one way out though, isn't there? Yeah, shoot. One way in, one way out. Let's see, it wants us to take 25, and it's going to have us take 70. Okay. Yeah, this stretch of, you know what, I'm actually going to have us take 287. I haven't really done that yet. It's going to change the route a little bit. I don't want to go all the way out here to Burlington and have to cut through some of the towns down there, so we're going to go that way. That's a pretty majestic looking rig. But 600 horsepower shouldn't have a problem. Looking good. Alright, what's the best way out of here now? I want to say turning this way will be better. Yeah, I'm going to go that way. Oh, it's way better. It's all paved. Sometimes you can't just blindly follow the GPS. Alright. Oh, I can feel the weight. I can really feel the weight on this one. Sure we don't hit any cars on our way out. Cleared. So you want to buy a gaming PC, don't know anything about PC, price range 3,000, 1,500. You can get a lot of PC for 1,500. You can get a decent Logitech wheel for brand new, they run around 300. You might be able to find one on eBay if you wanted a used older model. I think the current one is the G29 or something. You have to buy the gear shift separately. I have an old one, a G25. I've had this for like 10 years, and this one came with the shifter. But anyway, that truck's coming pretty quick there. The NVIDIA RTX 3000 series just came out, and it's super hard to find those cards. I'm trying to find one for better graphics. But if you go to a place like a website like iBuyPower or CyberPower, you can get pre-built PCs there, and I think they have decent prices. I think that is it Christian in our group? If you're on the Discord and you hit up Christian, I think he went through iBuyPower for his latest computer and got a pretty good deal. They have lots of choices on there. but it all depends on like the games you want to play, and how you want two monitors. So like how high of a refresh rate you want the monitors and stuff like that will depend on like what kind of processor and video card you want to get. I built my current computer around VR, kind of, sort of. That's one of the reasons I want to get a stronger video card, is for VR. So yeah, it all depends on like your use. There's just so many options. Do we have a Discord bot? I don't even know. Okay, yeah, I don't know if that command's gonna work for you. I don't know if we should have that if we don't have it. If we don't have it, if you go to our Twitch page, I don't know how that works on mobile though. Then you should be able to see our link. Our Discord link should be at the bottom of that.
Go straight on.
This thing has that Cummins growl to it. That's awesome. Then as far as like the keyboard and mouse go, right now I have a HyperX mechanical keyboard, because it wasn't super expensive, and it works fine. But if you want like RGB lighting, you might want to look at.
Left, and then turn
Oh
left.
shit! I gotta get over. I want to say it's also Logitech? Corsair actually. Corsair makes decent keyboard and mice. Razer, I think, makes good and popular keyboard and mice as well. I actually use a Logitech mouse. I've had it forever. It's not super fancy, it's just like 5 buttons. It's just like, you know, left click, right click. It's got thumb buttons for forward and back, which I absolutely love. So I can go forward and back like in a web browser just by clicking my mouse. Are we blocking the road behind us at all? No, we just fit. Okay, good. A lot of RGB? Yeah, you can definitely you can get a lot of RGB these days. There's no doubt about that. Currently, my computer has RGB on the video card, on the motherboard, and on the CPU cooler. Ooh, that's such a good sounding Jake.
Turn right.
That'd be fun coming down the mountains with. Not used to these gear ratios. I keep grinding the gears. But this thing's pulling without issue. 55,000 pounds. I can feel it, but it's not bad.
Turn left.
I do have fun building a PC. Be hard for me to build one for someone else. But I can recommend, I can give some good advice. I can do that. PCPartPicker.com, I think, is a really good tool. You can just plug in the parts you want to use, and it tells you if they're compatible with each other. And then you can check kind of like at a high level what the prices are going to be. Oh, I get to skip the scales too. Nice. Yeah, if you want to hand build, that's the way to go. PC Part Picker. You can even research parts over there too. But like iBuyPower is a good place to go for pre-builds. I think that the prices of like building yourself versus like going with a pre-built are actually pretty close these days. So I would definitely recommend a pre-build if you're don't know much about PC building. But I myself have fun building PCs, but I've had experience. Well, yeah, I mean, you got to start somewhere, right? This guy hauling a dozer. I'm passing him with 55,000 pounds. Probably shouldn't be doing that, but oh well. We got places to be. I think I built, I want to say, man, when did I build my first PC? I guess my first one that I kind of like built wasn't actually a full build. It was, oh, I'm gonna go around this guy. Breaking early, jeez. It was like an upgrade to an old Dell computer. Like, I kind of just gutted it and put in all the parts. It's kind of funny because the cases aren't super expensive. But that was probably back when I was like, I don't even know. I guess it was high school, so.
Keep right, and then exit right.
That was like 9th grade. In the wrong lane. 9th or 10th grade, I think. First full PC build with like a case and everything was probably a couple years after that. Alright, we're gonna struggle up this hill here. getting absolute crap mile per gallon here. Just as I expected. I mean, we're pulling something pretty heavy. Definitely don't have a fuel efficient engine. It's not bad. I mean, well, now we're pulling like what on the highway 6, maybe 7. Yeah, that seems about right. We're up to 65 now though. Let's see how this pulls in the low RPMs. I'm actually going to stick to 62. Out into the Great Plains. Or as they say in Canada, the prairie. I don't even know what the difference is. I think prairie is further north and the plains are like Kansas, Nebraska. Prairie is more like the Dakotas in Montana where it's flat. Maybe they mean the same thing, I don't know. Hey, it's going. It's going. We've been enjoying the new Cascadia. We've got a nice big tractor behind us. Nice 30-ton tractor. I really should have an oversized load banner on the bottom of this thing, but oh well. I've got flashing lights. It's good enough. But we're heading east. We already drove the mountains earlier, so now we're heading out to the eastern plains of Colorado, delivering to a farm in Lamar. Oh, I'm absolutely loving it. As you know, it's my favorite truck in real life. It's also the most common truck on the North American highways, so maybe that's why I like it so much. It's not often that you see one that's a smaller cab like this, though. So we're a little bit unique today. We did drive our Fleet Queen earlier with the Aero X kit on it and the full-blown cabin. Wow, I get to bypass these scales too. Nice. Right. What are you doing? Right. You're just gonna have to brake then. Yeah, this is a 2019 Cascadia. I hope we might eventually see a first-gen Cascadia, because those are the ones I know the most. This is a second-gen. First gen came out in 09, I think, so they've been out for a while. And actually the cab, the sleeper, it's basically the same shape as the first gen. They didn't change that much. So you know you're driving past a Cascadia if you see like a triangle window at the top of it in the sleeper area. That's like their signature shape. Alright, we're gonna start slowing down here, back her down, back her down.
Get ready.
Loving the sound of this Cummins engine.
Right.
Put the window down for a little acceleration. Sound check. listen to that 605 horsepower engine hum right along. All 13 gears to accelerate with this tractor behind us. Just got up to speed, now I gotta brake.
Go straight on.
Rolling through a little town here, Wild Horse, Colorado. Which is an actual town. We got some excitement there. Don't know what they're doing there. Sharp turns here. There's another Cascadia. How you doing? Oh, we're rolling through a town here now. If I rolled through been through many of the places I've been in real life, Colorado Springs, Denver,
Go straight
a
on.
little bit of 70. I mean, I've barely scratched the surface. Oh, I've been to Durango, so I did drive that route in game compared to real life, and there were moments in it where I was like, I was here. Like, I recognized it, which was pretty cool. So yeah, there are a few of the cities that I've been to. Never have been out this far east, though. Not even close. Well, actually, I take that back. When we moved here, we were kind of out on 70 from Kansas in. And I did drive 76 when we came back from Nebraska one time. Didn't really run into any of the cities, though, out east. Alright, Devani. I think this is my last load tonight, so I'll be around for however long that'll take. Maybe another 10, 15 minutes. Maybe I can do a short one after that. Do some more of these back roads. Yep, looks like eastern Colorado. We're well away from the mountains now. Slow down to 30, all the way to 30, jeez. Oh, I'm sorry. Shoot, Devani, I think that might have been you a while back. We were trying to get you into the Discord. That might be you, Devani. Yeah, Greg, that might be Devani. Totally forgot. I have people come in and go, and man, I'm sorry about that.
Go straight on. Keep right, and then continue straight.
Yeah, the name does sound familiar now that I think about it.
Go straight on.
Yeah, it's all coming back now. Oh, jeez. Yeah, Devani, if you get back on here, if we see you pop back in here, we'll help you out with getting onto the Discord again. Yeah, I guess Greg saw your name and popping in so suddenly, and I didn't warn him that you would be there, and he wasn't sure who you were, so. But we'll get you in the Discord, and you're definitely sticking around this time. See some signs up here. I think I'm hitting a US route. US 50, that's right.
Keep left.
Yeah, this X15 engine sound is just, mwah, it's beautiful. Yeah, Greg has a very good point. We're not used to people joining. Hardly anyone ever looks at our server. Alright, out of my way. I got a 55,000 pound tractor behind me.
Straight on.
Wow, they're letting me blow through all the scales here. This is awesome. Yeah, Greg, so Devani's looking for some advice on getting into PC gaming for a PC build. I was telling him how I think Christian went through iBuyPower, right? To look for a PC. He had a pretty good experience with that. That's where he got his Threadripper build from, right? There's a great rig on Amazon. Oh, shoot. What's the brand? Out of curiosity. It's not rear-ended Volvo here. I can see the driver getting wide-eyed in the rearview mirror looking at me coming up behind. Don't worry, I got good brakes. I'm not on my cell phone. Oh, Greg, you want to hear this horn on this thing? You're going to fall in love with this thing. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, iBuyPower. Yep, there you go. Ooh, i7 10700. That's a good one. What's the 1660? That's a great card. For that money? Yeah, 1660 Ti is very solid. Alright, I don't know if I can... Yeah, I'm not going to be able to fit behind these traffic cars here. I'm just going to block the road. I'm just going to block the road. Yeah, I don't really have a choice. 6 gig card? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's good. You can always upgrade that down the line, too. But if you're doing, like, yeah, you can run most games on the high to ultra with a card like that at 1080p easily. Yeah, the RAM, honestly, the only time that I've had a pinch point with RAM at 16 gigs has been with Flight Sim. That's like the only reason I decided to upgrade to 32 gigs. Because looking at my usage, like right now, actually, I'll tell you right now. Hang on, let me pause this puppy. Let me tell you what I got going for RAM here. If I can do that. I gotta minimize the game. Well, now I'm using 32%. So if you double that, I would have been streaming American Truck Sim 64%. You know, that's typically what I was looking at, so 16 is perfectly fine, even in 2020. I mean, you can't go wrong adding RAM. It's a good cheap upgrade, and you can run a lot more stuff simultaneously. Other than Flight Sim, I don't think I've been close to pushing anything on my memory. Yeah, and you can add another 16 in later on, right? If you buy that PC off Amazon, then if you find that you're running short, you can get RAM for cheap. There you go. Lots of farm company containers going by there. Couple trailers. I think they've upped the realism of the trains since they've released Colorado. They used to be kind of haphazard, like had a real mix of cars on them, which you don't see, I don't think, too often. Usually the train has a theme to it. Like it's mostly containers, and you got some flatbeds, and then you've got, you know, I was seeing stuff that was like car carriers and then like coal carriers all on the same train. Before, and I think they've gotten better with it. Oh, that clunking sound I hear in the transmission. That is... Yep, you'd hear that IRL. That's a good sound. Realistic sound. I figured it'd be possible to have a hodgepodge of cars. It's not necessarily required they have to have a theme going, but I just remember from what I've seen. Just love the engine brake on this truck. That engine brake sound. Love that rumble. Oh, don't love that grind. That's not a good sound. Kenny, you didn't hear that, folks. Lost a few teeth off the gear, but they still work. It's actually kind of common to grind gears in a truck. It's not a good thing, but especially well, in a game where it's not completely proper simulation. If you're floating gears when you're first learning, you're going to be grinding. Eventually you become a pro. It's all about the timing. You got to match up the engine RPM with the transmission speed depending on the gear you're in and the speed you're going. Gotta get those 4 variables working together. Alright. Alright, where do you want this? I can't do anything apparently. Not with this load. I will gladly put it right here. We might have time for a short one after this. A little 15-minute drive. Spend a little more time on the plains with this truck. This truck is kind of what you would see out on a farm. It's kind of a farm truck look, but I built it around this one specifically for like oversized flatbed jobs. Come on, give it to me. Doesn't count? Really? The game is very particular about how you place your, trailer. You have to go around the block and try again. There's no way in hell I'm backing this thing up. I can't back this thing up with the axles it has. Uh-oh. I just drive into a dead end. I think I did. Ooh. This is like real life trucking. Oh god. What am I gonna do now? Alright, we're gonna go wide. Oh, we're gonna collapse in. We're gonna jackknife. Let's see what happens. How bad is it? How bad? Oh, it's not bad at all because we have that Jeep. I forgot. Doesn't like going at this angle. Oh yeah, we're dragging the second Jeep back there. It's no good. We'll take it slow so the damage is minimal. They'll put a fresh set of tires on this trailer. It's no problem. Shoot, this is annoying. We're gonna have to do another UE. Try to come in a little straighter next time. Let's see, Faz later. I think I can do that maybe at 8:30 for a round or two. 8:30 Mountain. I think we can squeeze that in. All right, we're just gonna put our park anywhere lights on and swing wide on this. I think we have more room with this than we did in the parking lot. Alright, let's try to, I guess, hug the sign here on the right. Go into the sticks a little bit here. That's alright. They'll forgive me. Their request for me to park right here is so annoying. Alright, that should do it. There it is. We're in. We are in. Excellent sounds by Creechbaum. Alright, let's see if we can pick up one more load here. What do we got from the farm right here? That'd be an easy one to do. Oh, we got lots of hay as an option. Plows, fruit juice. Going down to New Mexico. Plows to Pueblo. Oh, I could do that. It's a nice light load. We'd be flying with this truck. Let's do it. Probably got to take tractor plows to Pueblo for maintenance, maybe? Or maybe the farm sold them. Don't know what the backstory is. But it'll be a nice change of pace. Oh, wow. Oh, they took that tractor right away. They really had to get it to work, didn't they? Alright, let's go pick up that trailer right there. It's nice having a shorter wheelbase like this, because some of the Kennys I've driven into Pete's with the long noses have really been a pain in the butt to maneuver around parking lots. That's how they are in real life, though, too. I think this is only like a 3-ton load. It's really light. Alright, tug test is a success. Got the trailer all hooked up. What are we talking about? Yeah, 6,600 pounds. Psh, that's nothing. Nothing. We're going to be taking 50, US 50, straight to Pueblo, pretty much. Let's go this way for something a little bit different. No, no, game. Come on, game. Come on. No, no, no. That's weird. I wonder why it's doing that. Oh well. We'll see what happens. We'll see how angry the GPS gets if I try to go that way. Maybe it's not a truck route. We're about to find out. And this thing's gonna fly. With a 600 horsepower engine, I don't need any throttle. Don't need any beacons or anything special for this light load. Can't find him, grind him. Be nice and let this other Cascadia go. Load a log. Where did they get the logs from? I don't think they're gonna find a forest in Colorado down here. Or like in the desert. We're pretty much skipping every other gear here with this load. It's so light. Also gonna go past this truck. I don't think I'm gonna make it before the next block. No, we're not making any U-turns GPS. We're going this way. There's something it doesn't like about this intersection for some reason. The truck's going this way. So it must be a truck route. Stop at the scales now with this load. Yep, I see the red light. It's not beeping weirdly. Oh, there it is. I guess I couldn't hear it over the wind. From the windows being open. Such a good sounding and good looking truck. How heavy are we? 38,000 pounds. That's funny. It's like less than half the weight you would see. I don't like this sudden merge here. Alright, let's see how it pulls. Up to 65. not bad. Got the nice hum of the tires in the background there. This is truckin'. The winter mod looks pretty good here with the reshade in effect. It still seems a little dark for a sunny day. It's not bad.
Straight on.
Why did you decide to brake? That was weird. Because we're going to a single lane. This guy was going a little bit slower than I thought he was going. Jeez. How you doing? The gas is on the right. People aren't in any hurry. Yeah, the traffic in the game have very impressive brakes. I mean, like, I don't even think my car could brake that fast in real life, and this guy's a semi-truck. It's the Cascadia. Maybe they're trying to market it. Good brakes. Saw the cab going around the corner there. Definitely the new Cascadia. Alright, buddy. Is it your first day on the road or something? Yep, see that triangle window there on that truck in front of us? That is the iconic Cascadia sleeper window right there. Next time you're on the highway and you see a truck with a triangle window like that in the top, it's probably a Cascadia. Some unnecessary braking, jeez. I think I'm a little nearsighted when I'm not in VR. They don't seem like they're that far away from me. Or that close to me, I mean. Objects on screen are closer than they appear. Interesting when we get towards like the eastern plains. I don't know if are they western. I guess they're eastern plains, right? The central states, Kansas, Nebraska. It's gonna be a little bit flatter than this, even, I think. But it'll probably look like this, kind of, you know, little back country road, bunch of farmland. They're obeying the speed limit. Sorry, buddy, I have to get around you. I didn't even see what town we're in right now. We're not to Pueblo yet. Is this Los Animas? I don't think so. On before I get a ticket. Yeah, it's going up now. Only to 45 though. Looks like there's a crop duster up there. Or just some plane goofing around. Alright, looks like we're coming up to 25 here.
Keep right.
The road that I've been on, IRL, that's another stretch I've done, I guess, in real life too, is the whole stretch of 25 down through the southern border of the state into New Mexico. Went to Albuquerque for my birthday one year. And did a little bit of hiking down there. That was pretty fun.
Keep left.
You can see they're going to be exiting. Oh, they're going to continue on 50, I suppose. To Poncha Springs.
Keep right. And then exit right. Exit right. Turn left.
I don't think they have a stop this way.
Keep right.
Alright, so we're turning into HMS. I forget what that stands for in the game.
Turn left.
It's like Highway Machinery Services or something? I don't know. Heavy Machinery Services, maybe. HMS is the second sign on the right. What does it say underneath? Does it say? Service and maintenance. Heavy machinery, I bet is what it is. Heavy machinery service. Makes sense. They want to service the plows from the farm, bring them into the city, I guess. Get them maintained. Or they're renting them, that could be too. Ooh, that was close back there. The tandems almost rubbed the fence there a little bit. Open the windows to get a nice set of music from the engine. While we park here. Alright, where do you need it? In the garage? Maintenance garage? Alright. Put our hazards on, moving through this yard here. So I gotta see if I can pull through, if I gotta back in. I could pull through. Psh. No, I can't. The garage is kind of closed. We're gonna back in. Yeah, I probably can't fit under the door on the other side. Alright, so it's the third bay. Reverse. Good old UPS style reversing. Gonna shoot a little bit, turn off track IR. Come on. There you go. Got plenty of room on our passenger side, so we can swing it. Gotta be a little bit close on the passenger side. Actually, I'm gonna correct that before we hit anything. Gonna swing it a little bit sharper. There we go. Kick started a little bit earlier. That's more like it. Got plenty of room over there still. Nice and slow. That's how you got it back. Gives you plenty of time to correct. Alright. Oh yeah, right on the line. Excellent. Oh, these bastards could have just opened the door behind me. We could have pulled right through. Right. That is pretty well lined up, if I do say so myself. There we go. All right. And the plows have been delivered. That is one excellent engine sound. If you want that engine sound, go to SCS Software's forums and look under the mod section for American Truck, and you'll see Creech Bomb's mod pack version 3.4 right there. Absolutely wonderful. Such a good sound. The stock sound isn't that bad either, but I can't pass up a good mod sound. Okay, well, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Greg, I might be doing Faz with you in a little bit after I grab some dinner. This was really fun. I haven't streamed American Truck in a long time. Well, long as in like probably like a couple months maybe. I don't even know if I went that long. It's just amazing how it's being constantly improved. This and Euro Truck. There's a new lighting system that's coming to the game that I am super excited about, because it means that I can turn my headlights on and it won't blind the ground anymore during the day. It's actually going to be realistic, the ratio of the light intensity between the sun and the headlights. The lighting is just going to look so much better. That's also on SCS Software's blog if anyone's interested in checking that out. Blog.scssoft.com. Just absolutely mind-blowing how... I mean, they're putting out DLCs to keep the money flowing, I guess, but they're also rebuilding a lot of the game to keep it going in the long haul, and I think that's a good move. These trucks that they keep introducing to the game are all free for both Euro Truck and American Truck. It's the maps that you got to pay for, paint jobs if you want them, and cabin accessories. And there's a couple of cargo packs, I think, too. I mean, it's so cool seeing all of this being supported this far into the game. So definitely going to be more down the pipeline. You've already seen me do a lot of these. I have no intentions of slowing down. So thanks everyone for watching tonight. Devani, it was good seeing you popping in here. Definitely if you're rewatching, hopefully you can get back into the Discord. We just realized that you tried earlier this year, and we Didn't realize who you were, so sorry about that for kicking you out right away. But definitely, or you're more than welcome to pop back in. We'll know exactly who you are this time. So thanks for stopping by and watching. And those of you who are watching later, thanks for watching. We'll catch everyone in the next stream.